Attorney Deaton highlighted the major reason no one has been able to hold the SEC accountable for its wrongdoing, especially regarding the XRP case. By the way, our very own Bitboy has become skeptical as to the outcome of the SEC versus Ripple lawsuit. Also, Metaco, the digital asset custody and tokenization firm recently acquired by Ripple, bags a new honor at the Custody Asia Award. Stick with me till the end to find out more. Hello everyone and welcome to our channel, where we talk about the latest updates on XRP and the cryptocurrency world in general. If this is your first time watching one of our videos, we happily send you a special welcome. We invite you to hit on the notification bell so you never miss another video. We are announcing that this channel has a giveaway of 200 XRP. To stand the chance of participating, all you have to do is simply subscribe to the channel, like this video and comment with the hashtag XRP, and the winner will be announced on the 15th of June. The United States Securities and Exchange Commission has faced criticism for its adverse enforcement actions against the crypto industry. Despite the SEC's claims that its goal is to protect investors, industry leaders argue that the Commission has caused more harm to U.S. investors through its enforcement actions. Key players believe the SEC's enforcement actions have harmed some crypto communities, including the XRP community and LBRY credit token holders. It is worth noting that the prices of XRP and LBC slumped tremendously after the SEC alleged they were securities. Consequently, many people have pondered why the SEC has been allowed to get away with these wrongs that have left many investors in shambles. Yesterday, crypto law founder attorney John Deaton explained why the SEC had not been held accountable for the harm it caused crypto investors, especially LBC and XRP holders. Explaining the concept of sovereign immunity, Deaton noted that in the English common law, a king's officer cannot be sued because the king can do no wrong. He explained that when the colonies took over, they eliminated the kingship concept of sovereign immunity. However, the doctrine of sovereign immunity continued in American jurisprudence as federal agencies like the SEC were given enormous power to function, said Deaton. To checkmate these agencies' excesses, Congress created laws, including the Securities Act of 1933. Deaton also pointed out that Congress enacted the Federal Tort Claims Act of 1946 to further soften the concept of sovereign immunity. The Tort Claims Act allows private individuals or entities to sue the U.S. in a federal court for any breach of civil law committed by anyone acting on behalf of the U.S. government. However, the act did not exclude the exemption for intentional action. Federal agencies like the SEC cannot be held responsible for intentional wrongdoing such as defamation, abusive process, and malicious prosecution. They are exempt, Deaton remarked. Meanwhile, XRP community members eagerly anticipate a ruling from Judge Annalisa Torres, which could end the multi-year SEC versus Ripple lawsuit. There is no official date on when Judge Torres' decision will be made. However, the leading blockchain company speculated that the legal battle would be concluded before the year ends. It bears mentioning that Deaton's contributions in the ongoing SEC versus Ripple lawsuit have not gone unnoticed. As reported earlier, several XRP community members expressed gratitude to Deaton for protecting their interests in the case. Please, do not forget to subscribe to our channel and also hit that notification bell to be the first person to get more updates about the latest happenings as regards to XRP. Ben Armstrong, widely known as Bitboy, is no longer confident that Ripple will win in the multi-year legal battle with the US SEC. According to Bitboy, it is no longer guaranteed that Judge Annalisa Torres will rule in Ripple's favor, considering new revelations. Bitboy made these remarks in his latest live Twitter broadcast in which he and his team looked into XRP's price, headlines surrounding Ripple and XRP, as well as the Ripple versus SEC lawsuit. The prominent crypto influencer called attention to Ripple CEO Brad Garlinghouse's latest remarks on the expected date for a final ruling on the case. As was revealed last week, Garlinghouse noted that the community should expect a resolution of the case in weeks, not months. Bitboy noted that there are speculations that the case is over and they are just awaiting an announcement. He further remarked, "I don't know if that's true. I told you guys like June or July we're getting very close, and it is going to be absolutely amazing when this thing is over, one way or the other." He stressed that the outcome of the case resolution would greatly impact the crypto scene, either positively if Ripple wins or negatively if the SEC wins. He specifically emphasized the damaging hit the crypto scene would take if XRP loses the case. Bitboy further emphasized that most of the time, he was sure that Ripple would win against SEC, but now the YouTuber says he is not confident about the outcome. "I do think that's what's going to happen, but it's not guaranteed, guys," he said regarding the chances of Ripple's victory. "I thought it was guaranteed for the longest time. I'd say 99.9% sure, but the way the government's going right now, I don't know." However, Bitboy mentioned that if Ripple wins, the community can relax, knowing that the SEC's perceived overreach has been clamped down. Despite the reservations regarding the lawsuit, Bitboy's bullish sentiment on XRP has not changed so far. In the recent broadcast, the influencer called attention to the fact that Ripple continues to champion growth moves. This could impact the trajectory of XRP's price, which has been in an upward direction this week. Meanwhile, Garlinghouse remains confident that the final ruling in the lawsuit would be in Ripple's favor. One of his latest remarks pertaining to this came up earlier this month at the XRP Las Vegas event. "We're gonna win this thing," he declared while speaking to the XRP community. On May 9th, Garlinghouse responded to a comment from Jason Calacanis, a prominent angel investor, who argued that XRP is obviously a security. Taking a swipe at Calacanis, the Ripple CEO dispelled these claims. This further highlights Garlinghouse's conviction that XRP does not pass the Howey test. Furthermore, Metaco, a Swiss-based digital asset custody and tokenization platform recently acquired by Ripple, announced that it had won a new global award for innovation. In a tweet some days back, Metaco said it won the Digital Asset Initiative of the Year at the recently concluded Global Custodians Leaders in Custody Asia Award. Notably, the award is in recognition of Metaco's unique institutional digital asset services. The development suggests that Metaco has the necessary technology and expertise to bolster institutional adoption of digital assets, a move that will be of benefit to Ripple's business line. Several cryptocurrency proponents, especially members of the XRP community, took to the comment section to congratulate Metaco on the latest milestone. Interestingly, an XRP enthusiast asserted that Ripple made the right choice by acquiring the custody-focused company, considering its potential. Metaco's recognition comes weeks after it was named the best innovation in digital assets at the 2023 Global Custodians Leaders in Custody Awards. As reported earlier, Ripple announced its foray into the crypto custody business following the acquisition of Metaco for a whopping $250 million on May 17th. Notably, Metaco offers institutional cryptocurrency custody and trading services, and some of its clients include BNP Paribas, Citi, and Société Générale. Despite Ripple's acquisition of Metaco, the custody firm will remain an independent brand and business unit. However, Ripple will be the sole shareholder of Metaco. A week after the deal, the leading stock exchange, Nasdaq, congratulated Ripple for the acquisition, a development that sparked speculations of a looming IPO. Meanwhile, Ripple has been making significant progress despite being embroiled in a multi-year legal battle against the United States Securities and Exchange Commission. Earlier in May, Ripple opened a new regional office in Dubai. The company also launched a new central bank digital currency platform, allowing financial institutions, central banks, and governments to issue their own digital currencies. The tremendous growth of Ripple's businesses shows that the ongoing SEC lawsuit does not demoralize the company. Ripple believes the judge will grant a summary judgment in its favor. However, if Judge Annalisa Torres issues a summary judgment decision in favor of the SEC, the blockchain company has stated that it will immediately appeal the ruling. Now to the big question of the day, is XRP about to engineer a solo run? Please, do not forget to subscribe to our channel and also hit that notification bell to be the first person to get more updates about the latest happenings as regards to XRP. XRP has been bucking the overall market trend in the past few days, registering gains while most assets face declines. This modest solo run has helped the asset break out of a downtrend it's been caught in for the past 2 years. The last time this breakout happened, XRP soared by 504x over 1 year. Prominent chartist JD first highlighted the bullish turn of events in analyzing Wednesday asset price action. Citing data from a daily chart, he called attention to the fact that XRP was previously caught in a bearish trendline for 2 years from December 2014. Notably, XRP had rallied to a high of 3 cents on December 18, 2014, before facing fierce resistance from the bears. XRP started facing intermittent but gradual declines from that point, essentially printing lower lows and lower highs for up to 2 years. This led to the formation of a downward trend line. XRP continued to plummet until it hit a low of $0.0045 on March 10, 2017, marking an 85% drop from the high of 3 cents witnessed in December 2014. Despite recovering from the lows of March 2017, XRP remained in the downtrend until it finally broke out in April. According to JD, XRP rallied by up to 504x in the space of a year following the breakout, as it soared to its all-time high value in January 2018. Interestingly, XRP started facing a similar downtrend after it dropped from the high of $1.90 on April 14, 2021. XRP remained in the clutches of this downward trend line despite the periodic surges witnessed in September 2022 and this March. However, XRP has finally broken the downtrend in its latest solo run. As recently disclosed, XRP has defied the prevalent market-wide trend in the past week, up 11.51% over the last 7 days, while assets like Bitcoin and Ethereum are facing losses. Sentiment pointed out that this solo run is accompanied by 2 astronomical surges in XRP address activity, marking history's second and third largest activity spikes. Notably, the network observed a similar activity spike in March when XRP eventually soared by 45%. Whether XRP will engineer a similar price surge and eventually embark on the same 2017 rally remains to be seen. Meanwhile, in the short term, CryptoBull, another crypto analyst, noted that XRP faces resistance at its current position. He noted that if XRP can break above the level between 52 cents and 54 cents, it would sail smoothly to 90 cents. Similarly, Y, a prominent trader, emphasized that XRP needs to close above 55 cents on the daily time frame for its run to continue. XRP is currently trading for 51 cents, up 3.74% in the past 24 hours. The asset has gained by 35.46% in the past 3 months. So we come to the end of this video, guys. If you enjoyed it, please make sure you like the video, don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell. This really helps me with the YouTube algorithm. Also, you can help enlighten others just like you have been enlightened by sharing this video to as many people as possible. Let's get this news everywhere, guys. If you are a true cryptocurrency fan, don't miss any of our content. See you tomorrow to talk about the latest news that concerns us all as a community.